speaker view. That way you can see the full screen, because we're going to have a slide deck here we're getting ready to share with you. And this is basically to get you all started. 2026 is fast approaching. We're loading now. You've all seen that little meme or that's gone around that says loading now 2026. Well, that's what's happening. So we are doing our best to help get you ready to roll for 2026. Robin Phillips is out of Charleston, South Carolina. She's going to be moderating with me. She's amazing. For those of you who know her, she's a superstar in the luxury real estate market out of Charleston, South Carolina. So we're grateful to have her. And some of the speakers are here today that are going to be sharing their expertise on the things that happened at eXpCon. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen and get right to it. Well, let's see. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Let's see, present. Bear with me, guys. I think we're on full screen. That's what my goal was to get us to full screen. So we're going to start off with an app called Mira. And this is an app that eXp has put out. You can get it in the App Store. And it will actually give you all of your data as far as everything that you want to know about your actual eXp journey, as far as rev share, your cap status, all the things that live inside of your My eXp. For those of you that are familiar with My eXp, that's an app that has all of your information, but this is quicker and you're going to be able to have a conversation with it. It's going to be able to give you real-time information about your business. So it's basically a business app for eXp that they just launched, and you'll be able to download it right in the App Store.
Chris, give me a call in regards to that lot, if you would.
Can you mute Chris for me, Bernadette? Thank you. So this is going to be a really good tool for you to have, and they're just keep adding and adding and adding to it. It's our own personal app to run our business off of. And then this is Tracy Diamond is working at today. They have just joined the Land and Ranch division of eXp, which is they're going to share a little bit about why
your business is stalled, then that means you've outgrown your brokerage. We've been there and making it
sounds like might be the video.
So these are some cute for attraction. These are some cute ways that they were showing how they're a part of this Land and Ranch and why you would want to join with them for co-sponsorship or working with them through that. Tracy, would you mind sharing a little bit about your Land and Ranch and what it has to offer and why you and Tori decided it would be a great decision for your business?
Yeah, sure. So I've been a member of the luxury division for I guess almost 2 years now, not long after it started. And I think eXp really modeled the Land and Ranch after that platform. So it has, if you're a member of luxury, it has a lot of similarities with how it functions and some of the things that it offers. But it is geared towards those agents that do production in lots, land, estates, farms, ranches. And in your market, that definition might apply to something that's 5 acres. So it's kind of geared towards 5+ acres, but honestly, if you do building lots, 1 acre lots or so in your market, it certainly can apply. The resources are fabulous. Tools include marketing, some of the advertising through different platforms that really kill it when you take this information on a listing presentation. Your Wall Street Journal, Barron's, but they're focused websites like land.com, Land and Farm, horseproperties.net. Your membership includes exposure on all of those, which is really pretty fantastic. It's hard to beat if you take that listing presentation in. It's a template that's really plug and play. Super easy and impressive, and you can customize it. I found not so much on the platform, but you can add your own pages, slide them in and really customize it. They have fabulous weekly meetings for branding and ways to break into that niche market in your market. So if you feel like your market is flooded with people that are already fabulous at it and there's really no room for you, they have some pretty neat ways that they have conquered, breaking into that market. Or as Shelley said, from an agent attraction standpoint, it's great to go after those agents that you know dominate that area in your market, even if you don't even touch on it. So I'm happy to assist, you know, anybody that wants some insight on how the program works. It is a paid program, like the luxury division. I think it's $29.95 a year. Luxury was, you know, offering like a monthly option. I don't know if Land and Ranch is, to be honest with you. I didn't get a chance to look into that, but they may offer a monthly payment option. That gives you full access to everything. Again, all the tools that I mentioned. They do masterminds weekly. The collaboration across the country. Right now it is just national. They are not international yet, but the collaboration across the country, I've learned so much from people from other areas of the country and how they market. And that's really been a lot of fun. And of course, the referral network is pretty solid. So the qualifying for it is really not that difficult. If you don't have 3 or more sales with 5+ acres in the last 24 months, you can still join, but you have to go through a certification course with eXp. And that's, you know, it's a training course really. So it really can be open to anyone who aspires to getting into that market. And I should also mention the cost. There is a 20% discount if you are a luxury member. So that's another plus. And again, the platforms work very similarly. I found I had been a member of land.com for years and marketed my listings on there. And I paid over $400 a month for that membership to have access to that and market my listings. Land.com is included. eXp has developed a relationship with land.com, so you can have 3 listings per month or any time really on land.com. And if you have more than 3 listings with over 5 acres, you can pay, I think, $25 a month. So it alone, you know, breaking it down per month, it was less expensive for me to go this way. If there was anything else. Oh, if you have interest, it's basically a join eXplandandranch.com, and they walk you through the whole process.
And for those of you that don't know Tracy is a top agent in the Maryland market, especially with equestrian. She has hunter jumper horses, beautiful farm. So she's very well versed in the equestrian horse farm ranch arena. I believe you've also sold some really neat establishments as far as, I remember you were working when I was staying with you when my mom was sick, the couple that bought that really cool stone property to turn into like a vineyard, not a vineyard, but like a,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and like a really
they did a kind of a multi-use venue.
Yeah, venue. Thank you. So there's just so many. I love the fact that you jumped into this. You and Tori jumped into this head first when it came available, and the assets that come along with what Land and Ranch offers is really beautiful. They've done an incredible job with their marketing. I think it's just on point. Very impressed. It makes you want to be a part of what they're doing. I think they've done a great job, and the girls that are leading this are all. They spearheaded this off of being equestrian farming communities / ranch community people. And then the luxury, a lot of time luxury properties have a farm aspect to them, even though they may not be a ranch, you know, they have the land associated with it. So I think it's a beautiful way to be able to really market the properties. So I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. It can apply to so many properties. You know, Land and Ranch might feel limiting, but it can apply, and you can kind of expand. We've done a little bit of expansion in some of our branding on just Land and Ranch, because on the East Coast, we don't typically use the term ranch. So, you know, we've added farms, estates, farmettes, you know, which is something common to the East Coast. So, you know, it's not that limiting, you know, as just the name.
Yeah, it's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it, especially since you guys have been involved with it for such a long period of time and kind of spearheaded it for impact and gotten everything going. So really appreciate you both.
Absolutely.
It's Tracy and Tracy Diamond and Tori Kaminsky, mother-daughter team. And Tracy, how long have you been in the business? Just so I can share, you can
Oh
share
my
that.
gosh, it's almost getting embarrassing now. 33 years.
Just a minute. Beautiful, beautiful, great, just a great collaborators. If you ever have anything you need, equestrian related, even if it's not in Maryland, I'm sure Tracy and Tori would be love to help you any way they possibly can. They're just terrific
Absolutely.
collaborators and sharing of knowledge, and have helped me tremendously too. So just really appreciate you both.
Sure thing.
We're gonna jump on to our next, which is gonna lead right into luxury, which is Tristan O'Grady. And I'm gonna let Robin share a little bit about Tristan and his amazing group that he's created.
Well, I'm just double checking to make Tristan's been texting me. He's having trouble. Oh, are
Is he
you here,
there?
Tristan? His Coast logo is in there, but I don't know that he's in here.
Okay, we can
Well,
skip and come
he's-
back. No
Yeah, I was
problem.
gonna say, why don't you just come back, and as soon as he's in, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Okay, so Micah Mirwat, someone I love and respect, very entrepreneurial and been involved with eXp since the very beginning. I think she was like agent, I don't know, 13. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but I know it was in the hundreds. She's going to share a little bit about the hub and what Glenn Sanford's vision is for that. For those of you that were in workplace chat and we switched over to Slack most recently, and we're still using Slack at a high level, we're creating Glenn is working on building a hub for eXp. Is Micah available? Bernadette,
Yep,
can you bring
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I actually ran into Glenn during eXpCon and he was actually working on the hub. He's sitting there kind of geeking out with his laptop and it's kind of incredible that he's been able to build this literally by himself. But essentially what the hub is basically just as it sounds, it's going to be a place, a community that really replaced Workplace. As you guys know, we kind of converted over to Slack. The consensus has been that not everybody's a big fan of Slack, honestly, including myself. And so, being the great founder that Glenn is, he identified that and he actually created the hub from scratch. So, we are actually converting our organizational group into the hub. It's going to be a great channel. There are, just full transparency, there are some bugs that they're kind of working through, and approving the groups is taking a little bit, but that's what the intention is, that you can go in there, you can communicate with other agents, much like we did with Workplace. But then also, I was getting on there yesterday. They even have like an eXp live TV feed that I think is feeding from their YouTube channel, which I think is really cool. So it's going to be a great community, a great platform. Personally, as a leader, I'm excited because it's going to be a great channel that we can communicate with our agents.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I remember you meeting up with eXp guy, and you're like, guess what? I was just messing. He's out over there coding, and what a cool thing to have a tech guy as our founder, since we are, I mean, this is our world we live in, is AI and tech. And he's definitely leveraging it to the maximum for us. So I'm excited that we're going to own our own platform that we can live inside of and run our groups and be able to really grow. So thanks for sharing that, Mike. I really appreciate it.
100%. And I have to be honest, he was showing me all the coding and it was above my brain level. So
He thinks we're all smart
thanks for
like him,
Glenn.
right?
No, but it's going to be great. So definitely stay in tune. I think it's going to continue to roll out.
And for those of you that may or may not know Micah, she's like I said, one of the first people that Glenn went to her personal house and said, come to join eXp with me and be a part of this. And Himudi almost killed Glenn in an accident when he was four-wheeling.
Not an accident. They didn't get in an accident. He just refuses to ride with him again.
But Micah runs a great organization, over 1,000+ agents, and just a great leader and always looking forward and thinking ahead. So just really appreciate her coming on and sharing with us. I wanted to brag on her a little bit. She's got two amazing sons, both entrepreneurs. We sold out of cookies this week at the big event we had. So anyways, for those of you who don't know, they're just amazing families. A ton of respect. They're entrepreneurs through and through.
Thank you,
All
Shelly.
right. Quickly here, I'm going to let Robin share a little bit about the Canva. She's excited about this.
Well, yeah, we've all had Canva. And the one thing I can say is I don't use it very often because I can't brand it. So we are now going to be able to do that. I think it's worth jumping in there. It's really, they've got a lot of really high quality stuff. And if we can put our brand on it, we should use the heck out of it. And we should be telling people about it because it is a huge agent attraction magnet for people who are looking for that go-to way to just create their marketing materials really, really quickly. And, you know, say Canva can save your brand and all of that in there. So it's just super easy.
It's a really good tool. And we're one of the #1 users, I understand, across the country in Canva as an organization. So that's really neat that it's kind of like we've led the way on a lot of things like that. But we wanted to make sure you guys had the link. So the link here takes you straight into the Canva EXP toolkit. And just so you all know, Bernadette put a link in your chat, and that's going to be the slide deck, which will have all these live links to make it super easy. So as you leave today and you're like, hey, I really want to jump into Canva, I want to jump into Mira, I want to look at the hub, all those links will be there for you. So you can do that at your leisure and be able to remember what's available to you within the company. So we wanted to make that simple. So thanks for doing that, Bernadette. She put the slide deck together for us. And then here's one of my favorite people, my brother from another mother. I think he's here. He's had to jump out to some big national meeting, but of course, Lee Tessier style, he jumps out and helps us. He's going to talk a little bit about AI. I'm going to share a video real quick that he sent me that's super cool that he made for his seller. I'm hoping you'll be able to hear it. I'm going to play it for you just a second here, and then we'll bring Lee up to talk to you.
Listen to the words of the song.
I've been in real estate for 20 years.
Say that again, Lee.
I said, just listen to it. Like it talks, it's like 10, 15 seconds of me in the beginning, but listen to the words of the song.
Okay.
I've been in real estate for 20 years and I've not seen such a great collection of things in this beautiful house. If you're a car person, you got to see this garage. If you have kids, buy the best yard in the neighborhood. It has a barn, a basement, a theater room, an exercise room, and so much more. This house is unbelievable and all for a fantastic price. It won't last long, so make sure you get out here and check it out as soon as possible.
This is what he wants you to listen to.
Fireplace for cozy day. Private office, peace.
Guys can hear it or not.
It's not fortunate we're not getting the music.
Yeah. I'll put a link in. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll put a link in the chat. But we use Suno AI and we use ChatGPT. Went to chat and put all the features of the house into it and said, hey, can you create a 90-second song based on the words of all the features of the house? And then I'm trying to think what other commands we put in there. And then we took that and put it in Suno. And then Suno created songs for us. So we just created, whatever genre that we wanted to use for music. And he did do we went through 30 plus, but I think at number 16, it was about when he hit this song. And we went back and just tweaked it a little bit. And then my videographer took it and took all the video from the house and lined it up with it. So I'll put a post here in a second once I find it. And I'll put it in the chat so you guys could go on YouTube and click on it. So.
And your sellers loved it, which was really cool.
They were like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is a theme song to my house."
Yeah, everyone loves it.
And that nails it. So I don't know who all does pie events. I'll try to keep it brief. If you're doing pie events with Google now, they have a Google app script that you can go to in the top. Use your ChatGPT, create what you want out of it. So like we're asking for a summary email every day to be sent. So it takes whatever Google Doc you're using or spreadsheet or whatever you've created.
Just a second. So what Lee's talking about right now is his team does a really huge annual pie event. And he was sharing with me that his team takes AI and uses it to manage their entire event, which I think is super cool. Just to give some context, Lee, real fast. He's trying to be brief, but you could do this for any event that you're hosting, correct?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can use it anything in any spreadsheets or you're using and so forth. I was talking to, thankfully, I have a very smart marketing manager that works for us and has figured out, how to do these things. He was showing me how to use it this morning. And I was like, okay, good. I'm glad you do it because it's a little bit above me. But it's using ChatGPT. When you have your Google Doc, when you go across the top of it or a spreadsheet, it'll say Google's apps, APPS, or app scripts, and you can go in there, you can copy that paste or copy and paste that into ChatGPT, but also say, hey, now I want to create this to send me a daily summary at 4:45 every day. Tell me how many apple pies and pumpkin pies are getting, break it down per agent so I know, and then every new one. So he went through a couple of versions of that too. And now I get an email. I don't know if I can share my screen or not. Let me see. No.
Let me stop sharing and you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So I get an email. It looks like this. You guys can see that where it says 515 registrants. So, and it tells me how many today, how many this week, how many apple, how many pumpkin.
This
You
is
can click
amazing.
on agents that I can go through. And if I click on each agent, it'll show me actually, it pulls me up. I don't know if it stopped sharing that part or not. Let's see. Did it go to the new one where it says registrants for me?
Yes, it did.
So it
Yep.
shows like all the people that registered for me. So I could go through like, oh, did that person call rather than me having to go through it. So it just saves a lot of time, right? I mean, like rather than me going to my marketing manager every morning, like, all right, how many people do we have? You know, we're got to place our order by Friday, and then we can do a catch up order. But at least we have a good idea of how many people are coming. So
That's awesome, Lee. I love that. I was so excited when you shared that this morning. I'm like, our team is going to figure this out too.
well, that, and then I don't know if anybody's using Lovable or not too. Lovable is another one that'll create websites for you, create landing pages, and you don't have to worry about knowing any technology. It's like you can voice it and tell it what to do. All of a sudden, amazing what you get built out. Because that's what Josh, my marketing manager, is like. It used to take me weeks to get stuff built out. He's like, most stuff I can get done in a day now. Like, look how much time you're saving, and
Yeah.
the outcome's so much better. And then if you don't like it, just edit it a little bit. So.
Yeah, it's really good. You guys are doing a great job. Thanks for sharing that. I was excited about just being, because we run so many events. It's nice to see like what agents are participating. Like you can set up a contest around it.
Yeah.
Love all of
And all you have to do is go into ChatGPT, tell them what you're wanting, and then you'll take that script and copy and paste it into Google into that spreadsheet. I think into that tab, and then it just starts sending you good stuff in it. And you can even do a test. So you showed, like, hey, click test, see how if it's working properly, or I think it says send an email or so forth. But start going through it. It's amazing what you can play with and find out pretty quickly. So helps to have
Renee
smarter
asking
ones.
which AI was it that you used? Was it Sono?
Oh, it's
SONO?
for the song Suno, Suno. What's his name that was at your event in Charlotte? Oh God, I've worked out with him and he was in Scottsdale with me too. Shit. Bald-headed guy. What's his name?
Marcus?
I can't think. He was talking about it in Charlotte.
Nick
It's
Krim.
Nick Krim.
Nick Krim. Okay, Nick
Yeah,
Krim.
Nick.
That's
Yep,
great.
yep.
That's great.
Thank you. Yeah, Nick Krim. So he had told me about it, and then I sent it to him after. He's like, "Wow, you put video to it too." So it was like not just having the song because he was talking about doing it for or like goals and stuff like that. But if you could take it and put it, that was in our market average price is 400,000. That ended up being we priced it at 1 million. We got 6 offers up to 1.1, but it was something my sellers were like, "Oh my God, that was so amazing." Like now we have a theme song to go with our house, and they were sending it to a ton of other people. And then when we did the open house, they had it on a loop, so you just had it on a family room just running, and you're hearing that all the time, and it was just a catchy song, so it just like kept hearing it over and over in your head.
What's really
Oh.
key about that is what you did was you made it where it was a marketing piece. They shared it to their friends. Their friends are going to see Lee Tessie, your team did this. My realtor didn't do that. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like the crossover is just huge. And it was something that really didn't take that long to do.
Yeah, and I was at inspections for them and the sellers of the house that are buying a $2.5 million house. So then I was showing, I was like, "Oh, look at this! This is what we created for you, for our sellers that were buying your house." And he's like, "Oh." And when I was there, I was just built a good relationship with them. And the agent didn't do a lot of advertising that had the house listed. And I said to her, I was like, "Look, if my people don't buy this, maybe we'll do some video together and do some marketing." And I told him, I was like, "Hey, I figured if they didn't like it, then we were going to do this to help you out." And he's like, "I've always seen your signs and everything else before, but we just had a relationship with her." But again, you're just upping your level with them. And then when you do,
Yeah, and you're such a
um,
collaborator and share with other agents. I mean, your relationship with Lee, his team, for those of you who don't know, they're #1 in Maryland in sales. and I think they sell around 500 homes a year. They just are constantly driven. Everyone's like, how'd you do it? Consistency over and over and over and over again. If there's anything I've ever heard from you, Lee, it's just keep doing everything over.
Consistent, persistent, and then small tweaks. You don't
Mhm.
need what it does not a Y in the road. It's just small tweaks that make the huge difference.
Yeah, you're not like, it's not rocket science. It's just consistent work. Yeah.
Yeah, slow and boring.
Slow and boring. I
Uh,
love it. Thank you for sharing that with us. I was excited. And then also, you guys, there's a slide I'm going to share with you real quick. I don't know if Lee knows the slide's there or not. I have to go back to my share screen because I'm so techie here. Oh, sugar. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Oh,
I
there it
missed
is.
you. Sorry, Joe.
Okay, that's no, you're good. What you did is way more interesting. This is also a really good thing that eXp is offering. It already started. At eXp University, they have, I don't know if you all know about this, but they have boot camp of all these AI speakers that are going to be sharing over an 8-week period. That's already started. I think it started in October, but you've got like 6 more weeks left. So there's plenty of time to jump in and
Yeah.
learn more. The link again will be in the chat. So when you're ready, just hop on there.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, the big thing with AI is just lean into it. I'm in Dean Graziosi's masterminds, and he was like, he's like, look, technology advances. This is just a technology. He said, if you look at farmers, they had hoe and shovels, in the beginning, and then you got all these tractors and all this other equipment that are using now. It's just, this is the tractors and stuff for us in our business of leaning into AI, using it to our advantage, because otherwise people that aren't using it are going to be left in the dust, because as fast as you can create things, amazing how much, a better outcome, and save yourself the headache and brain damage that we go through, just small tweaks. But, pay attention to what's out there. They're showing you different platforms. They're not all for you. They're not all for me. So it's a matter of what feeds into what type business that you're growing and use it to your benefit.
Right. It's funny because I was actually, if some of you know, I was hunting about a week ago, and one of the guys I was hunting with is the potato producer for McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. And the crazy thing about that was he was telling me he has his machinery, $1 million piece of machinery, it runs by itself. I mean, they have the guys running it to keep it all on track, but he built his entire arena, he had the machine go around and dig all the holes for all the posts. I was like, that's so crazy to think that you can do that kind of work if you can leverage it. And it's all the same. It's like every industry is just leveling up. It's really kind of cool.
Yeah, lean into it. Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, that's what he said too.
Yeah.
He said, just go for it. It's going to be good. I got to get back to presenter mode here. Forgive me, guys. Hold on. I'll get there. There we go. I have to do what Bernadette told me to do here. She keeps me straight. Okay. Oops, darn. Hold on. There we go. It's good enough. Okay, so thanks to Lee for sharing that and jumping on. He was in some national meeting. I think you were on a Zoom or something. I appreciate you jumping out and helping
Yeah,
us.
you're welcome.
Really
See you
appreciate it. Thanks. Hey guys, each of these speakers are going to be sharing more insights on what they're doing with their business, and we'll do little mini masterminds with them over the next 6 months. Be on the lookout for that.
I've been in real estate.
Okay, now let's talk about eXpCon. That's what we're here for, right? So eXpCon was amazing. The best part, Craig always says this, my business partner, he's amazing. He's like, his favorite part about going to these events is the collaboration. I met some of the most incredible people I didn't even know I needed to know until I went to eXpCon this year. We've become really good friends. Some of them I'm talking to on a daily basis, which you would ever think, that we would be meet at eXpCon. Now we're working and collaborating together, which is super cool. This year, eXp has one pass where you can buy, or you can go to Paris, Cape Town, Vancouver, and Salt Lake City, which is going to be our US-based eXpCon. Plug these dates in your calendar and think about what it could mean for your business. I mean, you think, well, what does Cape Town, Africa have to do with my business? Well, you could grow your organization there. You could find a key leader and build it like Kathy Burns, who has built an incredible international organization within Impact. It's amazing. And Barry Pulver, same. When you go and support these folks that are over there joining our company, they want to know what we're doing here in the US, and we need to know what they're doing over there. So it's a great opportunity to take your family on a great vacation. I think our spouses would like that. If we could do something fun and take them somewhere and then kind of collab it with some business. Salt Lake City, make sure you get that date plugged into your calendar. I believe the host hotel is going to be, Bernadette will put it in the chat because I don't remember and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but we do have the host hotel for this, because it's better to be at the host hotel if you can. It's a really, really good, it'll be a great event, and it's gonna be in October. Also, while I'm talking about this, we already have our Build Charlotte event locked in. On the lookout for the website. We'll have that up before Thanksgiving, promoting that as well. There's gonna be some opportunities there. And it's gonna be October 14th is gonna be the VIP dinner. The 15th is gonna be the main day, and then the 16th will be the VIP day. So it's gonna be a Monday through Wednesday this year. So we tried to push it as far away from eXpCon as possible, but if you'd like to come, we'll just put if you would like us to send you the link for the Build Charlotte event, pop your name into the chat and we'll make sure we grab that and we send it to you as soon as we have the site ready for you. But it's going to be amazing. We're super excited. We've already are working on speakers and getting everything lined up. So, but make sure you put these big dates in your calendar. Salt Lake City is definitely something you need to come to. It is actually, every time I go, I build relationships. You're like, well, that's great. You build relationships. It turns into business. I mean, and you become partners, and that's amazing. So that you need to go to those. Everybody had a great time. The company has done a tremendous job of putting on something of great value where the agents leave, and it's the energy. You cannot buy that energy of that event. It was so good. So here's the link there again. It'll be in the chat. And then here's the Salt Lake City one as well, right there. So you can grab it if you're just going to do that one. But they have the Global Pass, which is the one pass where you can go to all the events. And then Kathy Burns, would you mind sharing a little bit about the global referral platform?
Sure.
Thank you.
So it's basically within our my.exp Realty app, either online or on there. If you go down to tools, you can go in and you can find agents all over the world that we've got in there, as long as those agents have filled out their bio. That's why Hub is very important, that you've got all your data in there, your specialty. I can't tell you how many agents I'll go to do a referral to, and they haven't even got a picture in there, much less their information. And remember, that's also tied into our eXp Realty website. So the referral form, though, is in nanoseconds. I had a referral to Portugal. I just went in there. I knew the agent that I wanted to refer it to. However, if you didn't, you could search the different agents in there and find out their qualifications. You could reach out to them on WhatsApp and vet them. And then when you come to your terms of agreement, you just fill out your referral form. And I had it done in 3 minutes, and it was amazing. So that's the simplicity of it. And what this does for you, and you say, well, how are you even doing things in Portugal? I'm on purpose paying attention to my market local of who might be buying in other countries and how I can expand my business, especially if you're in the luxury arena, because a lot of those clients, they're already buying, but they're not thinking of you because you're not letting them know that that's something that you do. And you can just increase your whole revenue because of that. And just like it says on the slide there, 70,000 referrals have been sent through the system. So you can be a part of this, and you need to be. It's awesome.
I was super impressed with everything. Like how many people did you have from other countries at eXpCon, Kathy? That was so cool to meet them. They were so excited.
I know. I had 5 people from my organization that were from Portugal that came, and one of which is head of country of Portugal, so that was exciting. But the fact that, see, this is an important thing. When I was in the international one, that I went to the eXpCon in Barcelona, and 80% of the people that came, of the 500 people, they were from the States. So people are looking, we're seeing our world more condensed. AI is making it that way. And you can expand your business so much more when you start thinking bigger, which is one of the things that they talked about there. But I'm telling you, the connections that I made going to these international events is crazy, and there's just opportunity. Barry knows, he's all over the place with his whole organization, and I want to be able to travel and write it off and go to all these wonderful places. And one little plug, Lisa Boysen and Natalie, I forget her last name. I know it right at the tip of my tongue, and myself. They're creating these road tours before these eXpCon events for agents to come and learn all about that territory for those outgoing referrals. There's a fee aligned with it in different levels, but it's also a great way to go before the actual events are and learn those different countries. And South Africa is exploding. So that's a really good one, and that's coming up soon. So just putting it out there.
Hey, Kathy,
Yeah.
I just thought, since you're Miss AI, are you working on making sure that you are discoverable and searchable as an agent on ChatGPT and Gemini? Are you at all involved in that? And do you want to share if you are?
Yes. Well, and I saw that a while back that that's something that you have to really be paying attention to. I have this little thing like Glenn does, which is called Limitless, and I'm recording everything right now. And I have gone into chat. I'm finding a lot more presence with Gemini than I am chat because I can do a lot more in Gemini, especially with video and pictures. And but that Limitless, like Lee mentioned Tony Robbins and how he was talking, well, Dean Graziano. Well, Tony and Dean did a 3-day session. Well, it turned out to be 4 days, starting last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think they did a bonus on Sunday. Well, I had my Limitless on while I was watching that, and I recorded all the different people because they obviously had an agenda for upsell, but I recorded all of them. I took all that content of what I wanted, I put it into ChatGPT, and I said, give me all the highlights for myself in bullet points because that's how I see things. And I said, then I want LinkedIn articles done for each one. I want a Facebook, I want LinkedIn, because each platform has a different style. And then I want a prompt for a picture to create all of this. And I did that based on different components that were done through those few days. And it's mind blowing what you can do. But back to your question about being searchable. I went into ChatGPT and I said, go see if I'm searchable. I'm building myself as a global real estate agent. That's not really out there. So I didn't show up at all. So I said, I want to start showing up. So how I'm going to do that? So I've now trained my different prompts and stuff to say, I'm a global realtor and I want to be known for that and searchable for that. So that's all kind of in there.
Yeah, and I would recommend everybody jumps on Gemini, Chat, Claude, all of them, Chat, and searches for, top luxury agent in Charleston, South Carolina, and see exactly what websites they're pulling from, because right now ChatGPT and Gemini and things like that are becoming more of a valuable search engine tool. And it's very interesting to see where they're pulling that information. It's important for all of us to make sure that our bios are updated, not just on the eXpHub,
Yep.
but everywhere, so that those keywords are being pulled so that we rank on these AI LLMs, right?
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Be seen.
It's really, I'm glad you brought that up, Robin. That's a really good, valid point that we don't want to get left behind. We want to be leading the way, not following, right? And the way that we do that is these calls where we learn where we need to go and get it done. So we should do a workshop just on that. That would be a great workshop. So we'll work on that. All right, guys, so thank you so much for sharing, Kathy. We really appreciate it. You always bring so much good knowledge and information, and so such an open book, and just killing it globally. I was blown away. It made me happy. I'm like walking around with all these Portugal people, and I was like, and they were having so much fun in Miami. Like, who couldn't, right? So I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing today. Okay, we'll go back.
I cannot get Tristan. I just want you to know, I know he was having trouble getting on. I just wanted everybody to know that. I think something's happened, but yeah.
No worries. We have Barry Pulver, who is our international king, especially in Europe. And he's got a tremendous amount of agents he's brought in, and he has a great accent. So it all goes together.
Easy now.
So
Well, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So funny thing, that picture there, I was in Birmingham in England in the summer, and I was showing my little revenue share dashboard of 800 agents. So the visual looks better than the sound. But Shelley, I have a question for you, because I think and Kathy, you can travel the world. I don't want to leave Davidson, North Carolina, so I'm good, you travel. Shelley, question for you, because I'll share about all of the international expansions, which we're very humbled to be part of our organization and what we're doing. Question for you first, Shelley. Would you rather I explain why this should be of interest to everybody, or get into the specifics of what this screen is?
I think both. I think everyone should understand why, because they may be thinking, well, I'm not from England. I'm not from Africa. Like, how am I going to do this? I mean, I bet there's that would be a barrier for me. So I think if you could expand on that, that'd be amazing.
Love it. I will. Thank you. So based on pure data, my name is Barry Pulver. Obviously, I'm in Davidson, North Carolina, so I don't want to leave. So that was 800 agents back in the summer. We're 1,004 agents now total, minus these. And just from a stats and data aspect of what I get paid on, not the Captain Icon agents, year to date, our organization has sold 12,345 homes, which is $4.114 billion worth of real estate, which on average sales per agent is 12.40. Why is that important? Because I see a couple of amazing partners I have here in the States and Canada on the call, but people sell a ton of homes in real estate. So if you're interested in revenue share, you should know that international is where this company is growing. I always like leading by data and stats. Now, the very cool thing is, I'm going to throw one more in here. In Birmingham, England right now, Rob is officially launching the eXp UK commercial division, which was also announced in Miami, which is a whole new opportunity, which we're looking at expanding through Europe too. But Romania, Luxembourg, and Netherlands are going to be launching. I think one's next week and the next couple of months, which is very exciting. I had the pleasure of spending a nice cup of coffee with Kareem, who is the official head of Luxembourg. On stage, you saw a guy called Ellery, who's one of the first ambassadors of eXp Luxembourg. Talk about luxury real estate. You want to look at Luxembourg, the average price point of types of homes, tax haven. It's the place to be. Now in Romania, Andre is running the operation there, and in the Netherlands, Frank is running the operation there. So the three, yeah, thank you. My wife would say, maybe not Tristan's, but my accent's very overrated, but we're going to go with it. So long and short of it is, this is a massive opportunity. You know, eXp internationally, outside of the great countries we live in here in the States and Canada, has been regoing some transformations. There you will see country leaders come and go, a shift and change of some of the models. But with the right leadership, which is first and foremost the most important part of why eXp will decide to go into a country, followed up by the opportunity and the desire and level of interest, we have some incredible leaders here. These are really going to be big launches. These are the next three. I don't know, because I'm only an agent like all of us on the call, but next year they'll probably be looking at another 2, maybe to 3 countries. So the level of opportunity, be the best you can be the community go-to, be your authentic self always. But like Kathy was saying as well, it is a big, very small world connected out there. So super excited about these launches. Thank you, Shelley.
Felix is on this picture as well. Thank you, Barry, for that. Felix is on this picture as well. He is our president or vice president of international growth, correct? And then Adam Day is handling the European growth. So as we're growing, we have so much good talent, and Felix is so approachable. So if you're, I mean, sure, he's busy because he's doing these launches and helping all these amazing agents, but these guys are like, Adam sold real estate at a high level. He's a great influencer with you in our organization. And then having Felix running alongside and helping has been amazing. He's just such a great, approachable guy. Looking for talent, right?
Yeah, listen, so the thing with Felix, he's busy. We're all busy. We don't have an excuse, but he will always make himself and the team available. Adam, the same. I'll throw him under the bus, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, everybody wants this, what we're doing, this movement. Let's call it what it is. eXp is the framework. We are the business. And the great thing about eXp, as opposed to everybody else, we are the customer of eXp. It's not the actual end client. So Felix and Adam and the marketing team and everybody globally and even domestically will always make themselves available. Everybody has a digital calendar of some kind. So if ever there's a conversation, do the work, be educated yourself independently, and obviously lean on us as well behind the scenes. But they will always make the time to get on a call with you. And I don't know about you, Shelley, but I think that's absolutely amazing.
It is. I mean, I've been on calls with Adam and helped outside the organization, just great people. Just be encouraged to know that there's opportunity, and we will do workshops on this to help anybody wanting to do it. Barry's a great person to co-sponsor with. Kathy's a great person to co-sponsor with on these to help facilitate, because it can be a little scary, and that's why we have co-sponsorship to help each other. They're great. All right, so let's go to the next slide here. Okay, so commercial. I'm going to speak a little bit about the commercial. EXP commercial, there's a guy, and Paul, and I can't think of his first name, gosh, I can't think of his name right now, but he's amazing, and he's out of Sacramento. He's a really good friend of Brent's, and he will jump on calls with you. If you have a person that you're thinking about, we forget as residential agents the opportunity inside of EXP for commercial. There's a big, massive event happening in California. I know that some of my friends are going to be there this week. As well, for James Hong, he's putting it on. He has like 800,000 people that he's connected with. So the opportunities outside of real estate with the commercial, with being able to build wealth for yourself in multiple ways, you have to go to these events so you can have the relationships so that you can open more doors. If you don't go to the events, your doors stay closed. You live in your little house with your wonderful family, who I know you adore. But if you take the time to go to events, your heart and your mind will expand, and you're going to actually give your family more. So I really want you guys to open your mind, go to the commercial events, go jump in a Zoom and watch it. I mean, these guys are incredible, and they will help you bring other commercial opportunities to your business. Here's the link for the commercial division. They have a brand new website. It's really, really nicely done, if I can not expand it so much. But anyways, it's a great website with all kinds of great tools and resources in here for our commercial agents. I just want you guys to get a sneak peek at it, and we'll do a master course on commercial as well. So just be on the lookout, because our goal is to take each of these individually and break them down for you so you can do a deep dive through Impact Worldwide.
I can't hear any sound, Shelley.
So I
Maybe
don't know
it's
if you
just
guys
me.
hear that. It's okay. I want to share this other event with you. This is Cabo. This will be like our 7th year. You may think to yourself, oh, I've already been to Cabo. I don't need to go again. Yes, you do. And here's why. It looks like a big party, and it is in the afternoon, but in the morning, it's hearing stories. It's learning why people joined EXP. It's learning about your opportunity for revenue share. And Brent said he's going to put the throttle down on this year specifically. The reason this is important is because if you are leading a group of agents with the revenue share in mind, you need to understand how to relate to different people you're talking to, whether it's you need to meet the guy from commercial, you need to meet the leaders in EXP, you need to meet the Kathy Burns who know AI, you need to meet Barry Pulver and Tristan O'Grady and Robin Phillips and all these amazing people, because we're in different markets, and it gives you a chance in the morning. It's 3 hours of training, and then the afternoon's full on fun. But guess what? You're collaborating with people who do things at a high level like you do. And here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. There's only around 1,100 spots in this event. It sold out last year. We had people in Impact Worldwide begging for rooms last year. And it breaks my heart because they had to go across the street to another hotel. So don't be the person that has to be across the street and pay the $175 to be able to access this hotel so you can be a part of this. Get your ticket first. And here's a discount code. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to be sharing this, but I am, because I learned about it in eXpCon, and it was in Brent's private suite, and it was on his wall. And I'm like, I'm sharing this to our group. So I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to be there long. It's early 25 is a discount. You go to staff, see where it says staff. I don't know if you can see my cursor. You type in early 25 there, and it gives you a $200 discount, which is a huge savings. That might mean the difference of you coming by yourself. But here's the thing about Cabo. You want to bring people with you, bring your organization. The more people we get there together, the better your opportunity is going to be. I promise you that. Every time I've gone, I've thought, oh, I'm going again this year. But you need to think of this differently. Kevin said recently to a group of us, Don't be a consumer. You're not a consumer. I can't remember what he said. Maybe he'll tell us, but it was really good. It's like, we're not there for the consumption of this. Yes, we're going to learn, but we're there to be a leader, to help other people grow, because that's our job. Our job as leaders in the organization is to get people to these things like you are today, which is amazing, to have all of you here and be a part of this, because this is where we grow together and we level up. So anyways, I think I put December 15th. That was the Shelley date. I think it's available till then. I think I heard that, but I'll ask Brent. I know he's my neighbor. I should ask him, but I think so. But I would just go ahead and get this locked in, get your ticket and get your hotel lined up. It's the Hyatt Ziva. There's Cabo 26 is the website. I'll have Bernadette drop that in the chat. But get these big rocks on your calendar. It's really important. We want you there. And we do a lot of stuff. We do special stuff for impact too. We do meetups and masterminds and stuff while we're there, so we can all grow and really start plugging this into our business. I love little mini masterminds. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to see if, hold on one second, bear with me. Okay. I'm not sure if what happened to Tristan, but he may or may not be here. And if he's not, that's okay. I can do this for him. No big deal. So we talked about Land and Ranch, and one of the key things you heard Tracy and Tori say was that they were in luxury first. I think this is like Land and Ranch, maybe an add-on to luxury. I'm not 1,000% sure. You may be able to. I think you can do it individually too. You don't have to be a part of luxury, I believe. I think there's a discount if you're a member of both. So I know that Tristan, when I've talked to him about the luxury, that they do beautiful brochures. He said he's gotten from the assets from the luxury division. I know our team also uses it. Craig could probably speak on this as well, but the assets are really, really nice. The referral network being a part of what they do as a collaboration. There's trainings. So anybody on our team that's watching this, if you want to learn more about luxury, there's trainings inside of eXp. There's so many tools and resources that are going to help you with your business. We use it a lot for our own luxury marketing. I know Craig uses it with our team and Sue. So there's a mentorship. There's luxury division leaders like, my brain's broke. I can't think. Forgive me a minute.
Hey, Shelley,
God.
I can also share with the eXp
Oh,
Luxury, something
thank
else they're going to be offering is a marketing studio for some of us that represent new construction, new development. That marketing studio, think of it as almost like an in-house advertising agency. They can kind of help collaborate with you for new development projects, to help do renderings and things of that nature from a marketing perspective. And that's going to be rolled out to, I think, the luxury folks coming like now, maybe to the general public coming in January at some reduced discount, but they're trying to like kind of outroll that right now with the luxury folks. It's called the Marketing Studio, I believe is what it's called.
That's awesome. Thanks for
Very
sharing.
cool. Yeah, I represent a lot of developers and a lot of new construction. So that's a really great way for us to create some marketing pieces that way versus doing it on our own, which we have been doing.
I love that, because I did not know about that. And our team does represent new construction and they are luxury. So it's amazing to know that. Thank you so much, Helen, for sharing that. Okay. And sorry, guys, I'm trying to scoot over here. We also added a sports and entertainment division. There's a website for that as well. And this is, you have to get qualified for it. You have to take a course on it, but you can apply for it. You have to sell a certain amount of volume, a certain level of home, but it teaches you how to work with athletes. And there's a lot of really good training inside of the sports and entertainment piece of this, but they keep adding these really cool niche markets for everybody, which I think is awesome, because we all have different things that we're great at or we're focused on. It's going to help all of our business sell more houses, get us in a higher price point. So I would encourage everybody this year to think about how we can grow our price point to a higher level. So like, let's say that you are a $500,000 price point, but you're able to jump up to a $700,000 price point. That's going to help you overall. So I would always be like leveling up in that capacity as a salesperson, whether it's 1.2 or $2 million. It always helps to have those luxury listings and luxury opportunities, because it turns into more opportunities. So you have a $2 million listing, you're probably gonna have a $2 million buyer, or maybe 5 or 6 of them that come out of that $2 million listing. So they're worth the squeeze. It's more effort, and it may having those certifications just elevates you. They get you on all the different platforms, and you're able to really compete with the other agents that are out there that have luxury style. They do a good job of getting our listings out. Robin, do you have anything to add into your luxury as well? You're muted, honey. You're muted, Robin. Sorry.
No, I think we've covered luxury. I think there's a lot there. There's a ton there. If you're in luxury, you want to be in luxury. They certainly want to help everybody. But I would love to hear too, just from everybody else who was there, you know, what their ahas were, if there was something that anybody feels like we haven't covered that was going to really change your business this coming year. We'd love to just have you open your mics and share.
Kathy, go ahead. You can raise your hands.
Well, the biggest thing that I saw, because I was there last year as well, they talked about AI last year, maybe about 20% of the whole event. This year, every aspect of every speaker, everybody in the hall, AI is here. And at Tony Robbins thing, one of the most interesting things that he said, he says, you're not going to recognize our world in 3 years. So for the ones that are really just passively looking at this, you have got to change your mindset that this has got to be an aggressive action. You don't have to know all the different products. The biggest thing you need to know about AI is you can ask it. Say, I don't know what to even ask you, but here's my goal. You ask me questions. And then it's going to now know how that is. No, understanding how to build the perfect prompt. Say, I need to know how to build a prompt for what I need to do here to tell you, so you'll tell me. It'll tell you. And Lovable, like somebody was talking about. I built an app in Lovable, not even knowing what it was, that is all the different questions that someone could ask about AI. And I heard that at Barcelona, and I was at that event, and someone just said Lovable, so lovable. And I'm like, well, what is it? I asked it, what is it? And it just told me how I could do it. So I'm really, if I can emphasize anything, I want to emphasize the absolute critical importance of you figuring out different things, even though they've got those classes that are happening and they've kind of bundled them up in the beginning. That's because there were so many people that were interested in learning something about AI. They shut the world down the very first day. That's because there's so much interest. And at Tony Robbins, when I could see on the Zoom call, the different faces like I was seeing an age range. And the age range was probably 30 on up, including my age. And so what I saw is they're desperate to understand it. They don't know what they don't know. And I'm telling you that use every resource that you can to incorporate this, and definitely time plan it so that you're doing something with it to learn faster with your business. And I'm talking from just like Lee did, where he showed the processes of doing that whole thing with the pie thing. There's processes that you can put into place in your business. And you say, well, I don't even know how to do it. Say, I don't know how to do it. Ask it. It'll tell you. Just say, here's what I got. It'll tell you. And I always ask it to say, talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. I want details. And that's how you really get it. So for me, it was the AI was the overwhelming thing that was discussed on every platform of your business. Hope that helps.
Kathy, that's awesome. So good. I have a little surprise for you all. You guys don't know this, but I have a surprise.
I'm not that little, but thank you. This is awesome, huh?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Right on, guys. Well, it's over in like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, you got like 2 minutes, buddy.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you guys in Cabo. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I think this year is going to be what you make it. And you can be doomed to repeat 2025 and 2026 if you do the same actions, the same steps you've been doing. And if you had a great year, that's not so bad. But if you're like me, if you're like Shelly, if you're like Robin, if you're like a lot of these leaders, who doesn't want to go to the next level and kind of elevate your game year after year? So, man, we will see you in Cabo each year. It's just kind of like a step, and it takes you a little further. What we just heard from Kathy Burns on Tony Robbins, sharpening her axe, the sword, being a student of life. Good on you, Kathy Burns, and good on everyone else. And I'm preaching the choir. You're all here. So, man, by the way, my new eXp t-shirt, I'm modeling it here. Just got it today. I'm excited. But man, it's going to be a great year. Get excited, set your goals, be super purposeful and intentional. I love being Shelly's neighbor. She's like, come over here and say hi. So I'm saying hi. Let me be the first to say Merry Christmas. I love you guys. I love Christmas. Come hang out with us. Look, she's wearing red. Look at Shelly. She's like Mrs. Claus. Look at that. She's like friggin' Mrs. Claus. I don't know. I'm like black. What am I here? I don't know. I got to work on that. But love you guys.
We had our trees up before the hell.
Yeah. That's right. There's her tree back there.
As bad as me.
I got my tree up before Shelly, so
It's true. I think
we're
the
not
day before.
competitive. All right.
Thank you, Brent.
You bet.
Thanks, guys, for coming today. Robin, thank you so much for leading this and getting us all going. She was like,
Yes.
we got to get on this and we got to
Go,
help everybody
Robin.
visit there. She's amazing. Thank you, Craig, for having our team there and Stu and everybody. I know that this is going to be your year. We're going to own this and we're going to do great things. We're going to do these masterminds. So please come to them. Everybody's invited. Doesn't matter where you are in the country. We want you there. And I can't wait to see you at the live events because that's where we get to hug each other and break bread and have fun together. So hope to see you guys soon. If you need anything, reach out. You guys have our phone numbers. We are here to help. Have an awesome, awesome day. Thank you.